I just switched back to the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and I'm just so happy with the switch. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. This is the best phone I have ever owned. I'm sorry, Pixel 9, but you're getting passed on to my kids. I'm glad to see Samsung has come a long way with their One UI 7.0, making sense in all the right places. I originally switched to the Pixel phones because the software worked better. But now it seems Samsung is the one to do everything better in not only hardware, but also software. The Galaxy S25 Ultra has a 6.9-inch screen, and new to this year, they have rounded the corners instead of the usual square look. I welcome this change as it's very nice to hold and it looks beautiful with its titanium frame. The only thing I do not like is the camera nipples or bumps, which make the phone unable to lay flat. For me, this is not a deal breaker as I use the Spigen liquid case, and with the case, it's able to lay flat, so problem solved. The glass or screen comes with the Corning Gorilla Armor 2 and features a bright 6.9-inch crisp Quad HD with 120 Hz and a dynamic AMOLED display. There's no debate, this phone has the best screen. When you see this phone physically in person, the screen looks beautiful along with vivid and bright icons that seem that they're just gonna pop out of the screen. I do increase the resolution from FHD to Quad HD, which uses a bit more battery, but I refuse not to take advantage of this. Also, just a tip, if you enable always on display, make sure to turn off show lock screen wallpaper. Otherwise, it's gonna drain a ton more of your battery and your phone's gonna remain bright even when you're trying to sleep. There's a shiny new chip on the S25 Ultra, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite. If you're coming from the Galaxy S24 Ultra, you're going to see an increased performance of about 37% on the CPU and GPU and 40% faster NPU performance or the ability to handle AI tasks. You can play any mobile game you throw at it and you're going to have a smooth, buttery experience. Now, when you compare the S25 chip versus the Pixel 9 Pro chip, single core speeds are 60% faster on the Ultra, and multi core performance is a whooping 107% faster, giving the high superiority to the Galaxy S25 Ultra. When using the phone, everything opens ultra fast. And in my eyes, this phone still holds up to its name, Ultra. Years ago, I wouldn't even touch the Samsung Gallery app because I would default to Google Photos. But this time around, the generative edit feature works amazingly. I'm able to edit pictures and it fills a part of the missing picture with what it thinks should go there. And it actually looks super clean and I just love it. When comparing it to the Google's Photos Magic Editor, the Samsung Galaxy seems to do a better job. And that's not to say Google Editor is bad because it's also very good. And when seeing other reviews, Apple's doesn't even come close. So Samsung is way ahead of the competition. Another cool addition is the interpreter. I tested the Spanish to English option and it works very well.
Hola, mi nombre es Jesse. Estoy buscando el centro de educación. ¿Me puedes ayudar con eso, por favor?
Hello, my name is Jessie. I am looking for the Education Center. Can you help me with that, please?
Which can get you out of a bind when traveling or whenever you have no one else that can translate for you. Samsung now also brings Galaxy AI Companion, which shows prompts when you wake up, such as showing you a nice good morning message or even a good night message. When you click on the icon, it's going to tell you the current weather or if there's any alerts and some of the latest trending news. I see this as being in the beginning stages, and I can definitely see improvements down the line. There are also other Galaxy AI features like Call Assist, which give you real-time translation during voice calls. Writing Assistant to help you improve your writing. Who doesn't need help with that? Browsing Assist, which gets you summaries of web pages. Personally, I never use that, but it's there if you need it. Audio Eraser to help with the background noise if you need that. And Health Assist to get personalized insights and guidance to help improve your health, such as tracking your steps and more. For the first time ever, I'm not using a Samsung phone and then defaulting to all Google apps. I'm very impressed with how far Samsung has come without heavily depending on Google. Part of the reason I left Galaxy phones and switched to Pixels was because of little annoying glitches that forced me to do workarounds. For example, when you use the Google Photos app and you take screenshots, the Photos app would back up your screenshots and mix them into your regular photos. While this still happens by default and doesn't happen on the Samsung Gallery app, at least now you can go to the settings, advanced features, screenshots and recordings. Under save screenshots in, change the folder location from DCIM screenshots to internal storage, and the issue is fixed. Before, I would need to install a third-party app to accomplish this. With my Pixel 9, when you have multiple apps open and you want to close all of them, you have to scroll all the way to the left to close them. That's very annoying. With the Galaxy, you instantly get the close all apps option right in front of you. You now drag the quick panel from the top right and notifications from the middle. If you want to go back to the old way, you can merge them together again if that's what you want to do. I personally like them this way now, but I just love that Samsung gives you the ability to choose and doesn't force it down our throats. The Galaxy S25 Ultra comes pre-installed with the Google Messages app now, which I love to use, especially because of their spam control. The Samsung phone app now has a spam control option too, which was a previous annoyance that I had with Samsung before, since all spam calls would just come in. I want to be able to block them automatically. While it doesn't have screen calling capabilities like the Pixel phones, I'm happy to see progress where Samsung apps are now actually usable. Taking pictures with the Galaxy S25 is a pleasure as it takes amazing looking pictures with up to 200 megapixels, being able to zoom in 100 times, and pictures are taken very fast with zero lag. For video, you can now record in up to 8K, 60 frames per second, and the video you take looks super sharp. If you've ever thought about doing a YouTube channel, you are more than capable of doing that with the camera in this phone. Another cool feature for video on the S25 Ultra is the ability to record log so you can apply color or do the color grading yourself for more dynamic range. I do this when taking video with my pro camera, the Lumix S5 II, and it's a nice addition to this powerful phone. Overall, I am more than extremely satisfied with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. The battery lasts me all day without having to limit myself. There's no lag present anywhere. The AI features actually help out in everyday use. The photo editing is just the bomb. And it's nice having one of the fastest chips and displays out there. I'm glad they now fixed issues from the past, which allowed me to come back to the Galaxy family and leave behind my Pixel phones. Man, does that feel good to say. I hope you found this video useful and let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. Until next time, Ultra Tech out.